Order, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, Mrs. Lavalette.
Wilson,
Here.
Franzman,
Here.
Mr. Buchanan,
Here.
Mr. Cunningham,
Here.
Mr. Mahalik,
Here.
and Dr. Brewer.
And did I also understand that there's no public comments? Okay. Any additions or deletions to the agenda? No. Looking for a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
Motion to accept consent agenda. I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. New business, Dr. Brooks.
First up, the new business, we've got the discussion of the terms of the tentative agreement with the teachers union. We've got Tracy Orange here. She's the president of the union. Tracy, is there anything that you would like to talk about when it comes to our tentative agreement at this point?
We just like to thank the administration team and Dr. Brooks for working on this with us. We think that if this is found favorable, it'll really help teachers and their families pay for the rising cost of pretty much everything that we have going on today, including this stuff. And it will help morale and help retain quality staff. We believe this is fair and fiscally responsible, and we believe the additional language will help with clarifying benefits in the future, excuse me, and be more cost efficient to the district. And in terms of the ECA schedule, you didn't really make a lot of changes in it, but we are excited about the idea of a new robotics team for the elementary. And we believe the pay raise for the National Honor Society sponsor recognizes their time and commitment comparable to other activities. So we look forward to continuing the process with you guys and Dr. Brooks administration.
And just to give a synopsis, currently our teachers, our base salary for a brand new teacher is $50,000. Compared to the state, that's still in the top 20%. Our base salary will not change under this new contract. All teachers would see a $1,300 increase to their salary. There are a couple teachers, actually 4, that have the literacy endorsement, and they would get a $250 increase to their base salary as well. So the most anyone could get would be $1,550. Some of those literacy endorsements, salary increases were through the state legislature. And so we negotiated that number, and that's a base salary increase to those teachers. Our factors for the increase had to do with their evaluation, their experience, and then academic need, which was the literacy endorsement. We also changed a couple items here. One had to do with bereavement leave. In the past, we'd never really had a sunset date on that. And now we've put some sunset language into that for bereavement leave. And then we did not do a whole lot with the extracurricular salary schedule, but we have a staff member that's interested in doing a robotics club at our elementary. And then our National Honor Society, which is at our high school, has kind of been shored up with another very comparable extracurricular and with the amount of time. So that's the terms. This is a tentative agreement. Obviously, there's a wait period, and we're going to wait here for probably 2 weeks or so until we have our next meeting, and we're going to talk about that and advertise that out. But that's the terms of the agreement. I appreciate working with Tracy and her team. And, our administrators came, we had some productive discussion, and look forward to continuing to work with you guys. Thanks. So I think that's all for the tentative agreement. The next item of new business is the 25-26 staff performance plan. We have to approve this each year. There has not been any changes to the staff performance plan. All of our evaluations will stay the same. The only thing that's different in it are the dates. We have to post that online.
All right, I'm looking for a motion to accept the 25-26 school year staff performance plan.
I'll make a motion to accept the 25-26 school year staff performance plan.
I'll second that. All those, any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Next, we have resolution 25-03, adopt the 2026 budget. Been talking about the budget since August. And we have the adoption of the budget tonight, although this adoption will come with some tweaks from DLGF down the road.
Ordinance resolution number 25-03. Be it ordained resolved by the MSD of Boone Township that for the expenses of Boone Township School Corporation for the year ending December 31st, 2026, the sum herein specified are hereby appropriated in order to set apart out of the several funds herein named and for the purpose of herein specified, subject to the laws governing the same. Such sums herein appropriated shall be held to include all expenditures authorized to be made during the school year unless otherwise expressly stipulated and provided for by law. In addition, for the purpose of raising revenue to meet the necessary expenses of Boone Township School Corporation, the property tax levies and property tax rates are herein specified, are included herein. Budget Form 4B for all funds must be completed and submitted in the manner prescribed by the Department of Local Government Finance. This ordinance resolution shall be in full force and effective from and after it's passed and approved by the MSD of Boone Township. Fund Code 22, Referendum Fund Exempt Operating, Post 2009. Adopted budget, $974,000. Adopted tax levy, $777,000. Adopted tax rate, 0.21 cents. Fund 180, Debt Services. Adopted budget, $3,252,450. Adopted tax levy, $3,428,342. Adopted tax rate is 1.106. Fund 3101, Education, $8,314,000 is the adopted budget. $0 is the adopted tax levy and 0 is the tax rate. Operations, which is Fund 3300, $2,745,000 is the adopted budget. Adopted tax levy is $1,836,640 with a tax rate of 0.592. Looking for a motion now to accept resolution number 25-03.
Make a motion to accept resolution 25-03.
I'll second that motion.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by stating aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Thank you. Next is an annual authorized reductions resolution 25-07. This has to do with shoring up 25 and 26 budget.
Sorry. Resolution 25-07, resolution to authorize reductions. Whereas the Board of Schools Trustees of the MSD of Boone Township School Corporation, Porter County, Indiana must adopt a budget for 2026. And whereas said budget appropriation and revenues must balance, and whereas said board is of the position that 2025 budget appropriations may need to be reduced to remain in balance. And be it therefore resolved that the board authorizes the treasurer to reduce the operations fund and appropriations from the 2025 budget to help achieve a balanced budget for 2026. Be it further resolved that if said balance cannot be fully achieved by reducing the 2025 appropriations, then the treasurer is further authorized to reduce the proposed 2026 appropriations to maintain a balanced 2026 budget. Adopted this 14th day of October, 2025. Looking for a motion now to accept resolution 25-07.
I'll motion to accept.
I'll second that. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by stating aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Thank you. Next item of new business is our 2026-2027 school calendar. As you know, we work very closely with the rest of the county schools. We share quite a few services, not only with special education, but the Career Center, which is somewhat busting at the seams with students, and we've got many students that go there to the Career Center in Valpo and really across the county. So our calendars have to match in many ways for transportation purposes. And so this calendar is not much different than most other schools in the county. I know that a couple other schools have already approved their calendars, and after us taking a look at our calendar, this matches as close as possible for next school year.
Looking for a motion to accept the 26-27 school year calendar.
I'll make a motion to accept the 26-27 school year calendar.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by stating aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Thank you. Next item, it's been a couple years since we've asked for an approval for starting pay rates for some of our classified staff. We've went through and taken a look, and as we start to look at raises for this upcoming year, we want to make sure that our starting pay rates are also comparable to other school corporations of our size around the county. And so these starting pay rates that were in your packet are there, discuss classroom aides, custodians, and even our transportation pay rates. And so these are what our starting rates would be for the 25-26 school year.
Looking for a motion to approve the classified staffing starting pay rates for the 26-27 school year. 25-26.
25-26.
25-26. My apologies.
Make a motion to accept the classification staff starting pay rates.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Thank you. Next, we've got some generous donations to approve. First, we've got a monetary donation from the Business Professionals of America to Hebron Schools Education Foundation to fund a BPA scholarship for a Hebron student each year. That was in the amount of $10,000. We also have two 32-inch television sets from Mr. and Mrs. Pete Gladstone for the middle school esports team. Monetary donation from Joseph Kimberly Remmer from high school special ed department for food backpack program. Then monetary donations for the upcoming haunted house from Harvest Time, Building Blocks, Joseph Huseman, Rusky Farms, Valparaiso Professional Firefighters, Salon 618, Hebron Dairy Queen, 108 North Main Liquors, and Factory Time Donuts.
Looking for a motion to accept the donations as presented.
I'll make a motion to accept the donations as presented.
I'll second it. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Next, we have this contract. It's a preventative maintenance contract, and we would like to award that preventative maintenance contract to Area Sheet Metal for some of our HVAC quarterly. They will come in quarterly and do some preventative maintenance on all of our HVAC on both buildings.
Looking for a motion to accept the preventative maintenance contract from Area Sheet Metal.
Motion to accept area sheet metal.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by stating aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Next item of new business is the disposal of a piano. This baby grand piano assessed and would cost quite a bit to fix it, and it's just at the time where it would not be able to last. And so we do have some other baby grand pianos here. And we need approval to dispose of this piano at this time.
Looking for a motion for the disposal of the piano in the elementary school.
I'll make a motion for the disposal of the piano.
I'll second it. Any further discussion? All those in favor by signifying by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Next item is the change of Infinite Campus online payment charges. We have some online payments that happen quite frequently through Infinite Campus, our new software system for student information. And we need to raise the price for the percentage, at least, for some of those from 3.7% to 4%. And e-checks fixed rate from 35 cents to 50 cents, and then a minimum online payment of $20. If you've got a student like mine who you have to put a lot of money on their lunch account, sometimes you don't want to put $10 on there because they'll blow through that in a day. So this is the recommendation.
All right, looking for a motion to accept the cafeteria price change.
Infinite Campus.
Sorry, one check mark. Looking for a motion for the change in the Infinite Campus online payment charges.
Make a motion to accept the change of Infinite Campus online payment charges, excuse me.
I'll second that motion.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by stating aye. Opposed, same sign. Jump the gun.
Thank you. And the last item is our cafeteria price change. Now, we're not changing prices of our lunches or, all of that has stayed the same for several years now. But we do have an item, our cookies, that we found that need to be shored up. Currently, 2 cookies is 60 cents. And we need to change that to 1 cookie is $1, 2 cookies is $1.50. The price of cookies have obviously gone up. Popular item in the cafeteria.
Now the question is it between high school or middle school? Looking for a motion to accept the cafeteria price change. On
Guess I'll make the motion.
I'll second it. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. All right, who wants to go first for the administrators?
I'll go first. We've reached the end of the first quarter. The elementary teachers are working very hard, entering standard phase 3 grade book, and those are going to be released on Monday. Our report cards will be released on Monday. The arts and crafts fair went off this weekend. Much better without being paired up with cross-country sectionals. So very successful, and they're already planning next year. This 4th and 5th grade concert is in 2 days. We're looking forward to what Bean has prepared there. It's some classic rock, so the teachers have really been enjoying it. Veterans Day is coming up, and we will be doing the Hebron Elementary School flag drill for the first time since 2022. And so Mrs. Bean and Mrs. Hale have been teaching that to the 4th graders, and we're really looking forward to it. Practices have begun for 5th grade boys basketball. The 4th graders went canoeing down the Kankakee River in the last month. They finally got a beautiful day for that. Last year we got rained out, so it was nice they had that opportunity. 1st grade went to the apple orchard where Mrs. K was able to educate the workers on bees. She's quite the bee expert. And then kindergarten enjoyed the pumpkin patch last week. Lastly, we just want to thank Mrs. Slose, who filled in for Mrs. Hernandez for the first quarter and did a wonderful job stepping in last minute to cover that position. And we just want to make sure we publicly thank her for all the work that she did there.
I have a few comments. The seventh, eighth grade band concert was last Monday. It was great to hear under the direction of Mr. Lee, their performances and what they've been working on. And then we have a few more conferences next Monday and Tuesday. And then I'll get to the haunted house next Friday and Saturday. So 3 conferences.
I have more than 3.
Uh-oh.
Senior Claire Joseph was selected as a finalist for the Lilly Endowment Community Scholarship, which is a highly competitive scholarship. She will be participating in an in-person interview with a member of the selection committee this Thursday. So that was very exciting for her. College Go Week was a couple weeks ago, the end of September, and Mrs. Sickinger had all of her classes apply to at least one school, and they are already getting accepted letters from IU Indy, Indiana State, and most, so the kids are pretty excited. That Mrs. Struble was officially approved to teach lifetime fitness and wellness, introduction to kinesiology and sport, and intro to exercise science, which are all dual credit classes for the spring semester, allowing students to earn 9 credits from Vincennes University, providing a great opportunity for our students here. You know me and my recognition of Hawks Pride. So I am excited to tell you that we recognized 29 students in the month of September for Hawks Pride. So positive behavior referrals were sent out. Now I will tell you, out of those 29 students, one of them was Mr. Burke's entire PE class. So they still count, but it bumped our number. We will be giving PSAT this week, 3 days, Wednesday to freshmen, Thursday to sophomores, and Friday to juniors. So that's happening in the morning all the rest of this week. And then finally, on Thursday, October 30th, for Red Ribbon Week, the high school and middle school will host Allie Spar, the tobacco-free outreach specialist from Tobacco Education and Prevention Coalition for the Porter County at Valparaiso University College of Nursing and Health Profession. The staff club at the high school is working with Allie on the activity and the plan of the presentation for our students to help them understand the short-term and long-term effects of vaping. And we're hosting this presentation in the morning so that all of our students can get this, including our 113 students that go to VOC every day. I think that's all for me. Mr. Township.
The Student Athletic Council is up and running. We have 15 members. 8 of those 15 went to the IHSAA area meeting that was at Lowell. Both of our boys and girls soccer team are out. They lost at the sectional. The boys played Hast at Wheeler and the girls played Boone at Boone. Middle school PCC cross country championship was hosted here a couple Wednesdays ago. Both of our teams finished 3rd in the conference. Mia Fry won the overall girls championship with a time of 10:31. That's a 2-mile. The high school cross country sectional for boys and girls will be at Chesterton this coming Saturday. Girls varsity volleyball lost in the 2nd round of the PCC tournament. They knocked off lacrosse and then lost to Morgan, who was the eventual champion. Girls volleyball drew Lake Station for the sectional, which was tonight, and they won in 3 sets, and they are moving on to the 2nd round, awaiting who's going to win between Andrean and Wheeler, which is happening right now.
Okay. Is that it? All right.
I just have a few items. One is on Thursday, October 30th. We're going to be hosting Mike Grennis, our district safety director, and myself will be hosting a safety meeting for parents. We did this last year and the year before. And, there's always updates to our safety protocols, and we're going to have kind of an open discussion with any parents that want to come to that. That information will be going out probably tomorrow to parents, and then a reminder the week of. And then, next week we've got the haunted house happening, a lot of Halloween festivities. The elementary has their, on the 28th, I believe, it's the
Trick or treat hallway.
trick or treat hallway. So, always have a lot of kids at that as well. So this time of year, the weather starts to get cooler and things get spookier around here, so looking forward to that.
All right. No public,
I don't see any public comments.
okay. Any board comments?
I'd just like to acknowledge a couple things. The Arts and Crafts Fair. Got to come here with family members. Big turnout, really impressed. And then the fire department open house.